Great Sadhakas, welcome. Congratulations to you for understanding the importance of these classes and this great text and making it a point to regularly attend. I wish and pray that we continue like this, and by God's grace, Guru's grace, the subject which is so profound as taught in the Shastras enters deeply into the core of our hearts and transforms us from a mere samsari into a sadhaka and gives us all clarity regarding sadhana to be done and pushes us into the sadhana and makes us reach out to the siddhi, the ultimate goal. Friends, the 13 Vyaktitvas let us strengthen in us of Lokasevaka, Dharmasthabaka, Viragi, Bhakta, Shishya, Mumukshu, Jignasu, Shrota, Sadhaka, Parishrami, Prerita, Prashanta, Gambhira, and Samskrita, Bhasha, Gnata, Vyakarana, Sahita. And we have the 6 sources, never should be forgotten them. Find all the techniques, means, intelligences, inspirations to be in tune with them so that we are quickly blessed, quickly progress in our sadhana. The 6 sources of blessings are Parabrahma Tattva through Anusandhana, Ishvara Tattva through Sharanagati, Jagannatha through Prarthana, Devata Ganas through Upasana, Guru Ganas through the Shraddha and following their instruction, and Shastra Gana through regular Swadhyaya, Manana, Chintana. Yes, friends, Shravana also. Friends, great text, Yoga Vaashishtha Maharamayana, second Mumukshu Vyavahara Prakaranam, 16th Sarga, Sadhu Sangama Nirupanam as well as Sadachara Nirupanam are being discussed, described by sage Vasishthaji. As we at our level of vasanas, ignorances, insufficiencies, will not be capable of knowing and doing any of the sadhana. That is why already reached Mahatma, Sadhus, Rishi, Muni, Guru, when we are in their company, when we are in their memory, when we are under their supervision, when we surrender to them, in short, when we are in that Sangati of Mahatma Sadhus, quickly required knowledges, required convictions, all required inspirations, initiatives will happen. That is why Sri Vasishthaji, for 2 things. One, when we are in their companies, Shastra sadhanas happen quickly. Second, if not, left to ourselves, our own, so far misguiding vasanas, so far misguiding our own deluded mind alone will dominate us and take us towards the destruction. तो अपने आप से बचने के लिए भी सन्मार्ग को पकड़ने के लिए भी जरूर हमें साधु संगति चाहिए. That is why the importance of sadhu sangati through so many examples Vasishtha is guiding, we are trying to understand. Let us see today 4 shlokas. That topic will be discussed. After that, all the 4 topics that are being covered in the last 4 sargas of Shamaha, Vicharaha, Santoshaha, Sadhu Sangamaha, wholesale, the importance of them, he tells us in around 7 to 8 shlokas. This is what is the most profound content of this sarga. Let us see what's there for us today. Let us do some chantings. Prarthana Sankalpas for 2-3 minutes. Om 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 Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahavi विद्विषावहैः। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ॐ नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्मभक्तियोगधर्मविद्यासम्प्रदायकर्तृभ्यो वंश ऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः। ॐ यैरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वं पदवाक्यप्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्वसच्छास्त्राः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम्। ॐ शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतो वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ॐ श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं रामनामवरानने। ॐ तस्मै श्रीगुरवे वसिष्ठमुनये नित्यं नमस्कुर्महे। विश्वामित्रमुनिं शरण्यमनघं भूयो नमस्याम्यहं। तस्मै वाल्मीकये श्रीगुरुतमगुरवे भूरिभावैर्नताः स्मः। पूर्णानन्दस्वभावः स्वजनहितकृते माययोपात्तकायः कारुण्यादुद्दिदीर्षुर्जनमनवरतं मोहपङ्के निमग्नम् आविश्यान्तर्वसिष्ठं बहिरभिगलयन् शिष्यभावं वितेने यत्संवादेन शास्त्रामृतजलधिममुं रामचन्द्रं प्रपद्ये। ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तन्नमामि सद्गुरुं तन्नमामि। ओम परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्मभक्तियोगधर्मविद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। श्रीरामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्री वशिष्ठ विश्वामित्र वाल्मीकि वेदव्यासादि ब्रह्मविद्याचार्येभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त योगवाश्रमा रामायणोक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्य बोधद्वारा अस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्षप्राप्त्यर्थं श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराण इतिहास संतवाङ्मयोक्त साध्य साधनानुभव तत्रोक्त ऋषिमुनिगुरुदेवता दर्शनानुग्रह अनुभव प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातन धर्मस्य वैदिक हैंदव संस्कृतेः साम्प्रदायानां शास्त्राणां मोक्षमार्गाणां गुरु शिष्य भक्त भगवत परंपरादीनां पुनरुत्थान जागरण विश्वव्याप्ति विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगति एकता शांति पुरोभिवृद्ध्यर्थम अस्मिन् सनातन धर्म संस्थापने कंकणबद्ध अस्माकं सह सर्वेषां पूर्णायुरारोग्य ऐश्वर्य क्षेम स्थैर्य धैर्य वीर्यादि समस्त शक्ति संपदा सानुकूलता साधनानां प्राप्ति बाह्याभ्यंतर शत्रुविघ्न निर्मूलन द्वारा धर्म संस्थापन कार्ये नित्य निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थं श्रीराम मंदिरवत् शिव कृष्णादि समस्त मंदिराणाम् आश्रमाणां पुण्य दिव्य क्षेत्राणां विश्वविद्यालयादीनां भूभागादीनां पुनरवाप्ति तेषु निरंतर शास्त्र अध्ययन अध्यापन उपासना यज्ञ याग साधना सेवादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातन धर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यंतर शत्रूणां शाश्वतरूपेण समूल निर्मूलनार्थं भारतवर्षे विश्वे च अस्मात् क्षणादारभ्य शाश्वतरूपेण वैदिकहैन्दवसंस्कृतेः सुसम्प्रतिष्ठावाप्त्यर्थं विश्वे मोक्षधर्मपुरुषार्थप्रतिष्ठाद्वारा विश्वसंरक्षणाभिवृद्ध्यर्थम् अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां सर्वेषां श्रोतृमहाशयाणां सङ्कल्पितसत्कर्मसुदिग्विजयार्थं तेषां हृदये परब्रह्म भगवद्देवता गुरुशास्त्रसत्सङ्गसाधना सेवा मातापितृदेशधर्म सनातनधर्म भक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थम अनेक शास्त्राणाम अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये श्री वाल्मीकि महर्षि विरचित श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्रस्य पारायणम् अध्ययनं साधना प्रयत्नं मोक्षार्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। ओम श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्रं मंगलाचरण श्लोकाः। ओम यतः सर्वाणि भूतानि प्रतिभान्ति स्थितानि च यत्रैवोपशमं यान्ति तस्मै सत्यात्मने नमः। ज्ञाता ज्ञानं तथा ज्ञेयं दृष्टा दर्शन दृश्यवोः कर्ता हेतु क्रिया यस्मात् तस्मै ज्ञप्त्यात्मने नमः। स्फुरन्ति शीघ्रा यस्मादानन्दस्याम्बरेवनौ सर्वेषां जीवनं तस्मै ब्रह्मानन्दात्मने नमः। दिवि भूमौ तदाकाशे विहरन्तस्य मे विभुः यो विभात्यो भासात्मा तस्मै सर्वात्मने नमः। ओम श्रीरामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्रीयोगवासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्रं द्वितीय मुमुक्षु व्यवहार प्रकरणं सदाचार निरूपणं संतोष साधु संगम निरूपणं नाम षोडश सर्गः। श्री वशिष्ठ उवाच। Friends, be aware the topic under discussion is the Mahima, the importance, the effectiveness of Sadhu Sangama in the life of all of us. First, to become sadhaka from samsari. Second, to know the entire sadhana. Third, to the sadhana till fourth, reach the siddhi. Yesterday we have seen up to the mantra number 14th one. Let us see again from 13th onwards. In the 13th mantra, the guidance by Sri Vaashishtha was Satsamagama Saundarya Shalini Dhimatam Matehi Kamalevapsaro Vrunde Sarvadaiva Virajate. So, Satsamagama Saundarya Shalini Dhimatam Matihi. The intellect of the Buddhiman Purushas, which has become Saundarya Shalini, most beautiful, enchanted by Satsamagama. So, with the Satsamagama, the Dhiman whose buddhi has become Sundara. Dhiman means what? The one who is intelligent enough to understand the value, importance of Satsanga. Therefore, he has been in the Satsanga for lots of time. His buddhi has now got the Saundarya Shalini, means it is beautified. When one word is used, Saundarya, all other things we have to add. It is beautified, it is divinized, it is purified, it is made subtler, it is made qualified, it is made single pointed, etc. Such persons buddhi virajate in all occasions personal. In all occasions, when the group of people are there, that person's buddhi virajate is outshining, is glorified and gloriously seen. Example is like Kamala Iva Apsaro Vrunde, like Mata Lakshmi among all the Apsara Vrunda. All the Apsaras are by themselves are Sundara. But more Sundara, Divya, Shakti Yukta is Mata Lakshmi Devi. Same way, everybody may be intelligent their own way, but then the one who has spent sufficient time in Satsanga and exposed his buddhi and allowed his buddhi to become Sundara because of that Satsanga means he understood the jnana given by that Sadhu Mahatmas and he has accepted and he is living. Living. All these are included in the Sundarata of the Buddhi. Not only understood some things and quoting here and there, left and right, not only this knowledge is only used for advising others. No, his buddhi has become Sundara with that Satsanga obtained jnana and that Saundarya of the Buddhi's jnana is practiced by him by which he has succeeded in so many places. Such person Virajate outshines in the company of many other people around him. Isn't it? The meaning of that is what? He will have better visions, he will have the better intellections, he will have the better understandings, he will be deep in knowing pros and cons before deciding to take up everything. So, whether he is a member in that group, whether he is a secretary, whether he is an organizer, whoever he may be, his thoughts, his ideas, his understandings would be far better than others because his buddhi has become Saundarya Shalini because for a good amount of time it's exposed to satsanga and grasped all the guidance from those Mahatmas. So, Satsamagama Saundarya Shalini Dhimatam Buddhi Kamala Iva Apsaro Vrunde Sarvada Eva Virajati. Sarvada means all the time. So, what we have to therefore understand is Sarvada Satsanga, Sarvada Satsamagama, Sarvada Buddhi Saundarya Karana. Therefore, Sarvada such persons Buddhi Virajate like Kamala among the Apsaras wherever it is. So, our Satsanga not only helps us, but our Satsanga helps everyone in whichever the group we are there. It also means when people are in problems, in their in crisis, Satsanga Yukta Buddhiman Vyakti will be able to guide that person well. Even if there is no solution, at least he can give those consolations, some inspirations, some type of inputs he can supply. So therefore, go for Satsanga, gain all the jnanam from that, thus beautify our buddhi. Opposite of it is if you don't do satsanga, inevitably, consequentially, we do dusanga. With dusanga, our buddhi will not become saundarya shalini, it becomes kurumi. Therefore, instead of virajate, it will be dull witted, it will be a failure, it will be ineffective among the people. In fact, such person's buddhi is useless for oneself only. Forget about that buddhi helping others. Thus, expand this to the whole universe, that the whole universe of human beings continuously exposed to the sadhu sangati and getting from the sadhus the jnana regarding dharma, the jnana regarding seva, the jnana regarding punya, the jnana regarding upasanas, the jnana regarding tattva. Then where will be the dearth of happiness? Where will be the dearth of love? Where will there be the, what do you call, the quarrels, the fightings between the people? Isn't it? Therefore, first thing to be done in the whole universe, like we have the Mother's Day, Father's Day, Children's Day, Teacher's Day, so many useless days are there. We have to make one Satsamagama day. In Hinduism, we don't do these days. That's Shraddha ki tarah. Kyun? Because for us, there's no Mother's Day only on Mother's Day. For every day for us Hindus, the mother is worshipful only. है ना? हमको तो हर दिन करना है, इसलिए स्पेशल दिन ऐसे नहीं होते हैं. बट स्टिल टू रिमाइंड अस द वैल्यू ऑफ सत्संगति, है ना? आदि शंकर जयंती कैन बी मेड एज सत्समागम डे, बिकॉज दैट इज नॉट देयर. Vyasa Jayanti, all of them are anyway celebrated as Guru Purnima. We can have Adi Shankara Jayanti as Satsamagama Divas. There, all the world of Hindus, at least 105 crores in India, 5 crores across, एक साउथ 10 करोड़ लोग उस दिन सत्संग में रमना चाहिए. नहीं तो बुद्धि भ्रष्ट हो जाएगी. बुद्धि माने इंद्रियां उनके गुलामी में आ जाएगी और दुस्संगति में पढ़कर हमें अधोगति की तरफ ले जाती है. सो सेव योर सेल्फ बाई बीइंग इन द कंपनी ऑफ साधु महात्मास who have reached the ultimate, who have the love and compassion for us, who have all the wisdom, and who have all time to guide us, bless us. So, like the Mahalakshmi outshines others apsaras, so too the Saundarshalini Buddhi of a person, because of the Satsanga, outshines everyone. That is what is the meaning of this shloka. Now go to the 14th mantra. Beautiful. Tena mala vicharasya vadasya gravachulita pratita yena dhanyena natyakta sadhu sangatihi. See, Bhagawan Vaashishtha ji, so intelligent, so cautious, so conscious. He knows how to guide us with such measures that nothing is missed out. We all say, हमने तो सत्संग शुरू किया. No, शुरू करना not final importance. After starting it, it should never be given up. है ना? Till we reach Paramatma Tattva. After reaching Paramatma Tattva, we should become the source of Satsamagama to others. Thus, if something blesses the world, protects the world from the devilish evilness, etc., is only Satsamagama. Therefore, in this shloka, though the importance of Satsanga alone is spoken, but it is told in another way. What is the other way? कि ये न साधु संगति न त्यक्ता. Earlier, अब तक क्या कह रहे? The one who has gone to Satsamagama. Now, the one who has not given up. Because we do for some days, again our devilish mind, intellect, bringing the power of its own vasanas, derails us from this most beautiful path of Satsanga. Therefore, एक बार सत्संग में आ गए, आना ही इतने जन्मों का पुण्य है, तो उसको नहीं छोड़ना, वो इस जन्म का पुरुषार्थ है. तो ये न सत्संग साधु संगति न त्यक्ता. The one by whom satsanga is never given up, continuously adding, he is going on having it. First of all, Sri Vaashishtha ji addresses that person as Dhanyena. That person who has never given up satsanga, therefore he is a Dhanya Purusha, Tena. For that person, what will happen? Because of the sadhu sangati, amala vicharasya. He will have always, first of all, the manovikara goes away, then buddhi vichara starts. Second, the buddhi vichara becomes amala vichara. The amala vichara is that vichara of the buddhi with which the substratum, the source, the reality is being contemplated, inquired upon. So, sadhu sangati yena tyakta tena dhanyena amala vicharasya padasya agrava churita pratita. By him, that Paramatma pada is touched, is tasted, he establishes in that very soon. So he is the Dhanya Purusha who started Satsanga. He is the Dhanya Purusha. He went on having that Sadhu Sagama Satsanga, because of which he came out of Vikara. He entered into Vichara and he started doing the Amala Vichara, Because of the Amala Vichara in his heart, Padasya, Pada, whenever you use the word in Shastras, it is Paramapada. The Paramapada is the ultimate state of being to be reached. That is the Moksha Purushartha, or that is called as Atmapada. Pada means status, Pada means position. Ultimate status, ultimate position of the truth or the reality. Pada se agrava churita pratita. Means what? He will be able to touch that pada, Paramapada of the moksha, and he will also establish. So taking us away from Vikara, giving us the Vichara, making the Vichara to the Amala Sthiti, with the Amala Vichara Sthiti taking us up to the level of Tattvanubhuti, making us establish in that. Up to that, the Sadhu Sangati does if one is never giving up that Sadhu Sangati. So in this, an assurance is given, an advice is given. An assurance and advice, both are same. The assurance is what? If you are continuous in your satsanga, definitely a day will come where you will be experiencing that Amala Pada, ultimate Pada. If this is the assurance, then what is the advice? Advice is therefore, till the Paramatma Anubhuti comes, don't give up Sadhu Sangati. Don't give up Satsanga. See the clarity of that? So these advice of the great sage Vasishtha of the highest level, highest order. Therefore, mind ourselves. And we all know with satsanga, whatever the knowledge we gain, if we stop it for a few days and give a chance to the dussanga, how quickly from the highly esteemed positions reached, we fall down to lowest levels. So many Puranas, so many Itihasas, stories of so many people we see. हाँ, देखो अपने जीवन के हर दिन में हमें साधु समागम होना चाहिए. And what is sadhu samagama? Already it was explained. We also saw one is physically in the company of the masters and then doing their seva, then listening from them the jnana, then remembering that sadhu and the upadesha with bhakti shraddha and kritagnyata, and trying to tune ourselves to that jnana in our vyavahara. All of that is sadhu sangati, not merely physically in the presence of Mahatmas. फिजिकली प्रेजेंस में ज़्यादा नहीं फ़ायदा होता. जैसे आप फ्लाइट में जा रहे हो, इन योर फ्लाइट देयर में भी महात्मा जी कोई ट्रैवल कर रहे हैं आपके साथ, बट नॉट दैट मच बेनिफिट विल बी देयर. Maybe they'll be there, but not as conspicuously as when we are in touch with them, when we do, and talking with them, when we get the advice, guidance from them, and when we really mean business in practicing it. बहुत मजा आता है. And some sadhus, one or two we meet, few even suggestions also we receive and practice them. And it goes to help us in a big way. And if somebody is doing that, such a pure hearted fellow he is, really has to be appreciated. And the other one who regularly stays with Mahatmas, keeps on gaining jnanam, avoids in it, he is more great. Gain the knowledge once a while, little bit it is done, but again forgotten, unfortunate fellow. Most misfortunate, unfortunate is always having the accessibility of Mahatmas but not encashing it to transform his life is the most unfortunate fellow. In this way, we can understand. So, in this sloka, what is advice given? Never give up sadhu samagama. Till the vichara starts, it becomes amala and it gives us the pratita pada of the moksha. Now let us see what is in the 15th mantra. Vichinna grantayah tajñāh sadhavah sarvasammatāh sarvopāyena samsevyāh tehi upāyāh bhavāmbudhau. Again, vichinna grantayah tajñāh sadhavah sarvasammatāh sarvopāyena samsevyāh tehi upāyāh bhavāmbudhau. Both subtle shlokas. And you have to forgive me. I have to confess. I need not, should not feel ashamed or shy of it. That not even 5 to 10% of the subtlety meaning of these slokas we are trying to study because we don't have capacity. What Vaashishtha ji is saying, we'll be able to understand only when we have reached to that level. Are we able to tune to him? That's possible only when Vasishthaji blesses us, and that is possible when we have that Ananya Bhakti Sharnagati Upasana Smarana Prarthana to Vasishtha Bhagavan. Adi Shankar Bhagavan's literature, if we have to understand, we have to surrender to him. Vyasa Bhagavan's writings, we have to understand, we have to do Sharanagati to him. Here also, Yogi, Saint, Vasishtha, Jnana, if it has to really be received by us, it is by his blessings, and that's only when we tune with surrender. So at this very moment only, Om Sri Vasishtha Maharshaye Namaha, Om Sri Vasishtha Maharshaye Namaha, Om Sri Vasishtha Maharshaye Namaha. That way, pray karte mein, we should ask him. Bless us with the knowledge which you are giving. First of all, let us understand. Second, let us deeply acknowledge it. Third, may we accept it. Fourth, may we value that knowledge. Hey Guru, more important is, may we become practical in doing so, in which alone there is fulfillment to us for listening and learning, fulfillment to you for teaching us. Right? This mantra is so beautiful. Ki vichinna granthayaha tagnaha sadavaha sarvasammataha. Such people are to be sarvopayena samsevyaha. They have to be served by all possible required means, because tehi upayaha bhavambudhau. We are all in the ambudhi, the ocean of samsara. They are the only upaya to for us to cross this ocean of samsara. So first, yesterday we already saw this point. Vichinna granthaya means the ones whose hridaya granthi of avidya kama karma is totally removed. The knot KNOT of the hridaya is gone away. You know, like some treasure is there and it is locked or knotted, then we will not enjoy the treasure inside. So to the KNOT knot of avidya continuously sustained, kamana continuously entertained, karma continuously involved, becoming a knot, not allowing us to open the treasure of inner jnana, because we are not going towards that only. Like घर में भगवद गीता रामायण रखे हैं, but you are so busy in the outer things that you are not even getting time to go and touch the book only. Forget about taking it out and regularly studying. Isn't it? यहाँ भी अविद्या काम कर्म is the hridaya granthi. That will never allow us to go near to the inner Atma Vastu. And these sadhu Mahatmas, by the grace of their gurus, their satsangati, इनका हृदय ग्रंथि का विच्छेदन हो गया. The knot of the heart is cut asunder. First point. Second, tat jnaha. Therefore, the tat pada, om tat sat iti brahmanaha nirdeshaha trividaha smrutaha. Tat is always in Vedanta, name of Paramatma. Tat tvam asi, isn't it? In the next text, in Hindi, in the Tattvopadesha, we are going to study that only today. So, tat jnaha means tat pada, Paramatma pada, those who have experienced. So avidya kama karma granthi is gone away, and they have experienced the tatpada, two things. Third one is what? Sadhavaha. By all their behavior, they are so sadhu. They're so benevolent, kind they are towards the entire world. And therefore, sarvasammataha. Sarvasammata because people are not ordinary human beings of the world, very, very shrewd. They won't spare anyone. They don't accept anybody to be great. And they test that persons before certifying accepting them to be great 100 times. And this person whose hridaya granthi of avidya kama karma gana, who has become tagnya and who through his expression has proved to be a sadhu for a long time, therefore he has become sarvasammata, accepted by all as the Mahatma. Okay, such sadhus, when they are there in the period of history where we are also on this horizon, the earth, such Mahatmas, what we have to do? They sarva upayena samsevyaha. They are to be samsevyaha, very well served, worshipped by us, by all the upaya that are possible, that are required. So, mhm, mhm. And what are the upayas we can do? See, we do the seva to them, we give the dakshina to them, we do the pada prakshalanadi puja to them, We give them required things for maintaining their ashrama if they have, and we abide by the teachings they give. We follow the orders given by them. These are all called various upayas by which we can do their seva. So here it is sarva upayana samsevyaha. By all the possible means, maximum means, let us serve them. Think about it in your mind. In what way those Mahatmas, if they are there in your place, you can serve them. Isn't it? Depending on that Mahatma's work. If he is all alone is there, you just call him to home, give bhojana, some dakshina, and some namaskara. That is good. If that Mahatma is running an ashram in serving the Sanatana Dharma and giving the Jnanopadesha to others, for his work to become effective, and well spread, what seva you can do, do that. So, doing seva to that Mahatma is the goal. Doing seva to that Mahatma by all means required is the means. Among all the means that are there, whatever is feasible for us, possible for us, needed to that Mahatma, we have to do the seva. Why? Because tehi upayaha bhavam buddhau. Because they are the only ones who provide us the upaya in crossing this ocean of samsara. They have the anubhuti, they have the jnanam, they guide us, they understand what position we are there, they come down to our level and lift us from where we are. Because of so many beautiful benefits, blessings, especially only spiritual, that we have to do the seva to them. And in doing that seva, we prove that we deserve their anugraha. They will not waste their tapashakti, etc., on undeserving candidates. They won't do it. Because if that is done, when the deserving candidate comes, their tapashakti will be less there. Like if I have 10,000 rupees, to the undeserving people I won't give. Because when deserved person comes deserving, I may not have to give. जैसा मेरा धन वैसे गुरुओं का महात्माओं का तपशक्ति होता है और वृथा व्यर्थ नहीं करते. And if one is deserving, definitely they pour out. The deservability is proved by us by that sevana. So in this, how many things are said? First, who is a Mahatma Sadhu is given. 4 words are told for him. One is Vichin Hridaya Granthi. Second, Tadnyaha. Third, Sadhavaha. Fourth one is accepted by everyone. Sarva Sammat. First point. Four qualities of Mahatma are told. Second, advice given to us is what? Sarvopayana Samsevya. And the result of that is told to us is ki this tehi upayaha bhavambudau. So what therefore it means? Once for all, finally, to cross the ocean of samsara, that we have to do the seva to that Mahatmas. Let us not do seva to Mahatma, asking them for the artha kama of the world. वो खुद मेहनत करके कमाओ. Don't waste his time and energy. हाँ, भगवान is बेरोजगार. You can ask Bhagwan for those things. Bhagwan happily gives us the artha kama ityadi when we ask, so that he will get rid of we stupid fellows. Better not ask such worldly things to Mahatmas and waste their time. Be clear. Why am I going to this Mahatma? For Dhanakanaka Vastuvahana, it is wasting his energy in tapas and time, and you are again wanting to fall prey to your own samsara. आप एक परिपक्व मन बुद्धि बनने के बाद नो अदर देन परमात्मा अन्वेषण एंड प्राप्ति रूपी आध्यात्मिकता नथिंग शुड बी देयर इन आवर हार्ट एज द गोल. सो भवाम बुद्धि पार करने के लिए ही we have to do the seva of the sadhus and get their blessings. That's very clear. That maturity as early as possible, if it comes, very good. Hana? And we saw this upayam last at least 4-5 months. 5 times we saw this thought we discussed. What's that this thought? Any kamana for us of the world comes. Whoever has already got that kamana, just observe them. Are they mukta? Like I want 1 crore रुपए. अब जाके देखो करोड़ रुपए जिसके पास है, is he liberated? If he is liberated, he is not liberated because of crore rupai. He is liberated by his inner knowledge only. So too, if you feel like becoming MLA, MP, Go and inquire that MLAs, MPs, Mahapapi or Mahapurusha, are they liberated? You see, they are not. Then why? है ना? कोई भी आपको धन कनक वस्तु वाहन पद कुछ भी आपके मन में कामना आता है, is that person who is already reached there, is he liberated? No. Then when we get that, we also will not be liberated. Then why ask the Mahatmas for the Laukika Vishyas? All of that are samsara only. And it will be very much bothering to them. है ना? Some Mahatma we have invited. He came to our house. He's so much excited that this person has so much bhakti to me. He invited me. I am sure definitely he will ask me for the Brahma Vidya, Tattva Vidya, Moksha Vidya. उस उतावले के साथ वो अपने घर हमारे घर आएंगे. And we do all puja to that Mahatma ji और सारा उनका होने बाद, and when the time of he blessing us comes, महात्मा जी हमारे धन कनक व्यापार बढ़ाओ. It is like beating that महात्मा only. एक गरम गरम है ना, क्या कहते हैं ना, उससे उनके सलाख से उनको उतना दुख होता है उन महात्माओं को. When we ask for those things by which we are bound. And what a bevakufi it is, we are worshipping that Mahatma. Why are we worshipping him? That he has got lot of money? No, na? He has got jnanam and moksha. If you are worshipping him because of that, instead of asking for them, why are you asking those things by which you still continue to be a kripana and beggar? So in these shlokas, that's the subtlety we have catch. What that we have to catch? When you do the seva of the Mahatmas, we get a chance to cross the ocean of samsara by their guidance blessing. That means what? For the sake of crossing the ocean of samsara, only we have to do the sadhu sangati or seva to Mahatmas. And that also sarva upayena samsevya. Sarva upayena samsevya. Properly do that seva to that Mahatma. So, one, he is the one whose Hridaya Granthi is Vichhinna. Second is Tajnaha. Third is Sadhu. Fourth, Sarva Sammata. Five, we have to do his Seva, Sarvopayana. Sixth, for the sake of only to cross the Bhava Samsara. See the clarity of this explanation by Vaashishtha ji in this Grantha. But these knowledges can be bodily lifted and unhesitatingly practiced by us for the ultimate benefit. उतना सीधा साधा अनअज्यूम्ड हमारा अंतःकरण होना चाहिए. We have biasnesses, we have doubts, we have hesitations, we have inhibitions, we want the second opinion. और इतने सारे चीजें फंसते हैं, उतने में महात्मा जी चले गए अपनी जिंदगी से. You know how many Mahatmas have come in our life and we made every one of them miserably fail. What is the failure? We never sought from them that guidance for moksha. अभी ऐसा नहीं करना. This is another wonderful, glorious guidance. Now the next shloka, 16 वाला, बहुत बढ़िया श्लोक. ये तो है ना, as we are seeing from last almost how many days हो गए? 157 days we are having these classes. Not 157, 270, 268 days. Almost जनवरी आ जाता है 22 को, एक साल हो जाए. How many sargas, how many times Bhagavan was telling us the positive, and if that positive is not done, opposite of it is done, how we incur the loss, both he was telling us. जो करना है कह रहे, नहीं करे तो कैसा नुकसान होता है. This shloka is that. Next one, shloka number 16. Tayete narakagninam samshushkendanatangataha yair drushtra helaya santaha naraka nalavaridaha. Tayete narakagninam samshushkendanatangataha yehi drushtra helaya santaha naraka nalavaridaha. What a beautiful shloka. Excellent guidance. Very cute way of explaining, very good way. Will let me try to put it this way. Let me see whether I'll succeed in conveying to you meaning. क्योंकि इतने एग्जाम्पल दे के घुमा फिरा के कहते हैं. फर्स्ट पॉइंट इज हु आर द साधु संत in our life, what way they are effective. First that point. It is said in the fourth pada of this shloka. What is that? Ki santaha naraka anala varidaha. Naraka anala varidaha. Like naraka anala means the fire of naraka in our life. Like we have the forest fire, it's called a dava anala. Like that, naraka, we have done lot of papa. Therefore, we are almost going to get the naraka anala, the fire of the naraka, big, endless. And when that big forest fire, naraka fire, gets quietened and quenched, when the heavy rains come. Therefore, vari is water. Vari daha means the givers of water. The givers of waters are the clouds and rains. So the sadhu mahatmas are the clouds and rains to quench the fire of the naraka. Naraka Agni. Naraka Agni को शमित करने वाले बादल बारिश है साधु संत. It is understood. Naraka anala varidaha santa. Such santa mahatma sadhus who are the removers of naraka agni by their rain of kindness of jnanopadesha, premopadesha, bhaktyopadesha, sadacharopadesha, all of that they give and quench the fire of naraka. Such beautiful cloud type of rain type of mahatmas. Yair drushta helayaha. Do that Mahatma when we are seeing them with the helaya drushti, with the insulting, humiliating, disrespecting manner, that we are not valuing their presence, we are not valuing them in our heart, we are never approaching them, we are never receiving the guidance, even though received, we are not practicing it. That is the meaning of doing the avahedana to such a santa who are the naraka anala varid. To such people, क्या होगा? हिंदी में कहो तो वो लोग जो नरक रूपी अग्नि को शांत करने वाले बारिश के समान संत महात्माओं का हेलना करते हैं, ह्यूमिलिएट इंसल्ट करते हैं. What happens to them? Interesting thing. They will become the fuel for the naraka agni. See, they will become what? Te ete, such people, naraka agni nam. For the fire of the naraka, some shushka indhanatam gataha. They become very well dried up indhana. And a very dried up the wood or indhana, when you offer, how quickly to the fire, how quickly the fire consumes them, gulps them. In the same way, we will be gulped by the naraka agni. We become the shushka indhana to the naraka agni. Dhyananda? See the example, that's what I am saying. How beautiful they are, but we have to have extra intelligence to understand our great Sadhu Santa Mahatma's writing, especially Vaashishtha ji. है ना? So if we have the satsanga, the varsha of the sadhu mahatmas come and the naraka agni gets quenched. If you don't have satsanga and do the helana of those mahatmas because of not having the jnana, bhakti, ityadi sadgunas, we do all the other and papa by which we become a shushka indhana easily burnt in the naraka agni. So naraka रूपी अग्नि को प्रशमित करना है या नरक रूपी अग्नि में खुद शुष्क ईंधन बनकर गिरकर जलना है. Choice is ours. In the fire of naraka, we want to fall as a dried twigs and get burns, or that naraka agni should be quietened in our life. If you want it to be quietened, then do the seva as said in the earlier shloka, sarvopayana. Then they act as a barisha, they quieten the naraka agni in our life. While living also there is naraka. Naraka means naraha kayanti yatra yasmin. Ka means dukkha. Naraha kayanti means human beings where they cry shout with dukkha, it is called naraka. So in our human life also, while alive, wherever we are dukhi, we are in naraka. The difference between this human life naraka and real naraka is in real naraka, there is no gap at all. Continuously we are persecuted. In human life, थोड़ा बीच बीच में गैप दिया जाता है. That's the only difference. That wherever kayanti, that is called a naraka only. See, for the narakagni, you want to become shushka indra and get burnt, or in your life the narakagni should be quieted. See, if you are in the satsanga, the sadhu mahatmas give the barish of all the jivana vidhana jnanam. Follow it. You will do only the punyadi. Therefore, we deserve what you call the swarga. And if you do the adhyatmic sadhana, we deserve the moksha. No question of a trace of naraka in our life. But sadhu sangati is not there. Dussangati will be there. All the adushta which achara we do of adharma papa, then we become such a readily dried indana to be offered in this naraka agni. So, te ete naraka agni nam samshushka indanatam gataha yaihi drushtaha helaya santaha naraka anala varidaha. So, naraka anala varidaha santaha yena helaya yaihi helaya drushtaha te ete naraka agni nam samshushka indanatam gataha. So here what we have to understand is, even if you don't respect, value the Mahatmas, at least don't do the avahelana of them, insult of them. Therefore, from this moment onwards, you have your own Mahatma, Sant Guru, unko pranam namaskar karo. Anybody else, whatever they are, we should not do avahelana to them, particularly. And in general, let us never be invoking that sin of humiliating the Mahatma Sant. अवहेलना दृष्टि से संत महात्मा को नहीं देखना. तयेते सॉरी यैर दृष्टा हेलया संता. अब देखो इन अदर कॉन्टेक्स्ट अदर टेक्स्ट वी हैव सीन so many times we have seen na, when we do droha to the Paramatma, and that's a big sin. Any type of punishment we deserve. But if you go to the Guru at that time, Mahatmas, when the Mahatma requests the Paramatma, Paramatma will forgive the droha done by us to the God. But when we do the droha, avahelana to the Mahatmas, even Bhagawan cannot do anything. The best example we have seen in our Bhagavad Purana of Raja Ambarisha. Raja Ambarisha is a sadhu there. What a great 1 year vrata he has done. And that day of conclusion came. That day only Durvasa came. Durvasa ji said, I will go have bath and come. And for the Ambarish ji, a correct muhurta of concluding that Ratha was coming. It came also. And he went on being fasting, waiting for him. He consulted the elders. They said, have water. That will not be the food eaten, and that also can be a conclusion of the Vrata. So you can make both Durvasa happy that you have not eaten anything, and you made the Lord also happy for whom you are doing Vrata, because you broke that Vrata by having something. He took the water. Then the Durvasa came. Then when he came to know that he drank water, he becomes so fiery angry, and he invokes that Krutya, who Durvasa Rishi, and uses it on Raja Ambarisha to kill. अब देखो अम्बरीश राजा is such a Mahabhakta. Around him, Bhagavan already has kept Krutya. The Vishnu Krutya it is. When this Durvasa has used his Krutya to destroy him, that Vishnu Bhagavan's, that Sudarshana Chakra Krutya has finished. He finishes. The Durvasa sent that Krutya, that Shakti, that missile, and it starts chasing Durvasji. What a beautiful way that story comes in Bhagavad. It never comes and kills, attacks the Durvasa, but it goes on chasing him. Durvasa goes to every place. Every rishis, mahatmas, munis of all lokas he goes. He goes to Brahmadeva. He says, Bhaiya, ye to Bhagavan Vishnu ka hai, we can't help it. He goes to Kailas Parvata. Shivji says, Gustaki, hum nahi kar sakte Baba. It is a Bhagavan Vishnu's, it is, so only Vishnu can help you. Then he goes to Bhagavan Vishnu. Hana? Trahi trahi pahi bahi. Do you know what Bhagavan Vishnu says there? To Durvasa Rishi, who is chased by this Krutya, Bhagavan says, Bhaiya, I also cannot do anything Because the one famous sentence there Bhagavan uses, many people quote that, Aham Bhakta Paradhinaha. I am the Adhina in the Bhakta. The whole world is in my Adhina and I am in the Adhinata of the Bhakta. Sorry, I can't do anything. Go and surrender to that Raja Ambarisha. If he forgives, then that Krutya will stop. Otherwise, I can't help it. Then he realizes कि विष्णु भक्त का कितना महात्मा है. He comes and surrenders to Raja Ambarish. उनके चरण में पड़ते हैं. Ambarish also feels bad. भगवान गुरु महाराज क्षमा करो. Then Amarish says, if I have done this vrata properly with following all the rules, regulations, this Krutya which is chasing Durvasa should be quietened. And it becomes quiet and goes. Durvasa is saved. He becomes relieved. And this whole episode takes 1 year. And for that 1 year completely, this Raja Ambarisha waits for Durvasa ji without even taking water also, because he is the Atithi after, and Brahmana and Rishi, after giving him food only, he should take. That's the rule for Grasthas. Earlier he took the water because it's a part of the Vrata. What the thought we were saying is what? The sadhuओं के प्रति हम कोई अवहेलना करते, even Bhagwan cannot do anything. To prove that this Ambarish Upakhyanam of Bhagavata we have to study. Therefore, yaihi santaha avahelaya drushta. Those people by which the Mahatmas are seen with humiliating drushti, they become Naraka Agni me, in the fire of the Naraka, Shushka Indana, and get sucked and they get burnt into ashes. Whereas, if they do the service to Mahatmas, the Mahatmas are Narakanala Varidaha, therefore they quieten the Naraka of the Mahatmas, of this Vyakti. Naraka ke में जाने के लिए whatever the papas we have done, when you serve the Mahatmas, they find us the upaya. And there are some Mahatmas, हमारे किए हुए पाप का फल वो खुद लेते हैं. If we are true, genuine, only Adhyatmic sadhakas, they take it. Not when we are chor chugli karne wale, na, but real sadhaka, out of their karuna. That's why they do lots of tapasya, that tapashakti they spend. We have seen some Mahatmas in the Purushas, luckily in our life, who are so compassionate to their bhaktas, Shishyas, etc. So therefore, earlier shloka, Sarva Upayena Samsevya. In the next shloka, never do the Avahedana. If you do the Avahedana, you become a dry indana, get burnt in Narakagni. But if you do the Samseva, they become the cause of crossing the ocean of samsara. They are the ones like the cloud or the rain, they quench the fire of Naraka in our life. I am telling you the literal meanings. Then you apply it to yourself as we are living our life with whatever the way. पाप कर रहे हैं, दुष्टता कर रहे हैं, सबसे बाहर आना है, serve the Mahatmas. Done? Now in this way, last shloka we'll see today. Then from the 18th onwards, we'll be seeing wholesale. Shama, Vichara, Santosha, Sadhu Sangama, the Mahima of all four, one after the other, Vaashishtha tells us in the next 7, 8, 9 shlokas. A beautiful chapter it is that way. Today's shloka, last one. Daridryam Maranam Dukkham इत्यादि विषयो भ्रमः संप्रशाम्यत्यशेषेण साधु संगम भेषजैः. See, दारिद्र्यं मरणं दुःखम् इत्यादि विषयो भ्रमः संप्रशाम्यत्यशेषेण साधु संगम भेषजैः. Oh, wonderful. Brahma is delusion. It is the ignorance, following by it is the delusion. Ajnana, uske baad Brahma or Moha. Because of that only, we do such things, because of which, one, the Daridriya come to us. Second, the Marana comes to us, Akala Marana. Third, Dukkham. Ityadi Vishayaha Brahmaha. So, we are deluded and we are lost in the outer world. Because of that, some such things happen through us, because of which we are exposed to Daridriya, Marana and Dukkha. And all these Brahma delusions, samprashamyati asheshena, totally become prashamita, eliminated completely, sadhu sangama bheshajaihi, with the medicines of sadhu sangama. So the here manasika roga, Brahma means. Like physical rogas, we have the medicine. Bheshaja means medicine. So sadhu sangama is a medicine for the Brahma Rupi Manasika Roga, in which, because of which we are lost in the Vishyas. For the Vishya Ichha, Vishya Kamana, Vishya Bhoga, Vishya Kamana Purti, variety of Dushta Karma we do, because of which the Daridra happens to us, Marana happens to us, Dukkha happens to us. These all problems are eliminated with the medicine of Sadhu Sangama. So sadhu sangama is a medicine to do the prashamana, elimination of the dukkha, elimination of the marana, elimination of the daridrya. Any type of daridrya. So the dhana daridrya, the jana daridrya, the pada daridrya, all of that sadhu sangam se, Guru Maharaj ke upadesha se, required upanasanas when we do, that goes away. And how the sadhu sangama bheshaja removes the marana? It proves to us that we are that Parama Atma Tattva which has no Janma Maranati. And what dies in this world is nothing. There is no death in this world just because there is no birth also. Remember, only these three things are there. One is Deha, second is Jiva, third is Atman. Okay, and fourth you can add for the Jiva all the Upadhis. Deha and also Upadhis, they are all nothing but manifestation of the Panchamahabhutas, manifestation or expression of the Maya Prakriti, Mula Prakriti. So they appear from Prakriti, though they go back to Prakriti. Therefore, the Stula Deha, Sukshma Deha, they have no death because they are not born. Like the pot never dies because it is never born. Why? Pot is nothing but an appearance on the mud. And the pot next disappears, the mud always remains. Therefore, pot appeared, pot disappeared. Pot never got created or born, nor it dies. In the same way, the upadhis are never born, they never die. There is no death to dehadi. Get clarity of this knowledge. Then jiva. Jiva is only pratibimba. Pratibimba is only mithya. So mithya pratibimba, how can it be born? Like your face on a mirror. Is it born there? You can't call it is born, but it's not real. Why it's not real? Because you can't do nothing with it. You can't do anything with it. If there's some scar on the face, you cannot correct it on the mirror. All of us have that knowledge. That's why nobody corrects the mirror. They correct themselves. Same way, this Jiva Bhava is Mithya. Like Mandukya we are studying nowadays. Therefore, that Mithya appearing Jiva Bhava also disappears. Therefore, it is not born, it will never die. No more death to the Jivas. What about Paramatma? Paramatma is eternal, pure existence. There was no absence of him, so he is always there. Therefore, is never born. And he eternally remains, there is no death. This deep knowledge the Gurus give us, because of which we transcend the Marana. The concept and fear of the Marana we transcend. Therefore, first one is Daridrata is gone, second is the Marana is gone. Because of these two only there is always Dukkha. The Dukkha is replaced by the eternal Sukha. Because once I discover I am that self which is Janma, Jara, Aroga, Mrityu, Rahita, which is not limited by any upadhis, which is not affected by any upadhi dharma, when that is realized, the ecstasy, the dance, the joy is so infinite that the cloud of the dukkha just goes away. Therefore, dukkha rahitya, mana rahitya, daridra rahitya. All the three happen when we are in the sadhu samagama. Sadhu samagama is the medicine for these three things. Such beautiful are the guidances. Yeah, Vasishtha ji is giving us. Let us continue tomorrow. 2 more days we need. How many we have done, friends? 17 किया हमने. तो कितने हैं बड़ा? पूरे मिलकर 35 है, तो 18 श्लोक है. तो 17 श्लोकों के लिए 5 दिन लगा, तो बाकी 18 के लिए तो 2 दिन तो लगेगा. लेट अस सी जैसे प्रभु चाहे. ओम भूर्भुवः स्वः पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. ओम शांति शांति. श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः. Aha. Have sadhu sangati and become a sadhu sangati to others also. When they come to us, they should feel that they met a sadhu. Tatatra Om Brahmanu. बोल श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय। योग वाष्ट रामायण शास्त्र की जय। वशिष्ठादि ब्रह्म विद्याचार्य की जय। बोलो वैष्णव संतन की जय। सतुनाथ महाराज की जय। आज के आनंद की जय। नमः पार्वती पते हर हर महादेव हर। सर्वत्र गोविंद नाम संकीर्तन गोविंदा गोविंद। जानकी जीवन स्मरण जय राम राम। अम्बे अम्बे श्री आदि पराशक्ति माता की जय। समस्त श्रोता भक्त साधक सेवपास जिज्ञास धर्म संस्था मोक्ष मुक्त गण की जय। भारत माता की जय। सनातन धर्म की जय। वैदिक हिंदू संस्कृति की जय। आध्यात्मिक जीवन विधान की जय। समस्त श्रोतागण की। Come in 5 minutes. Let us study Tattvopadesha, Skanda Purana and Mandukya.